Hi again, everyone. Jeremy Plunk with HorsePlayerNow.com, and tonight we have a very special night school on a big week of night school special events. Tonight we have a mini documentary, a first of its kind, on Andy Beyer. It's called Andy Beyer, Figuratively Speaking, and the creator of the Beyer Speed figures tonight will tell you in depth about his background, how he produces the figures, and what they mean to him firsthand as a handicapper. It will be an extraordinary night where you're going to learn so much about Andy and about how to apply the speed figures. In between video segments, you'll be able to talk to the moderators in the chat, ask your questions, and we'll proceed through the night with both video and live chat intermingling throughout the course of the next 90 minutes. Also this week in night school, we have a great lineup this Thursday at 8:30 p.m. It's a Florida Derby preview, big event chat, presented by Gulfstream Park. Join Joe Christofek and a panel of experts as they break down one of the top Triple Crown preps of the year this Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Then at 9:30, right after, at any night school location, you're going to get a Dubai World Cup preview, big event seminar presented by AmWest Entertainment. I'll be hosting that one with a panel of international experts. So join us Thursday night, 8:30 Eastern for the Florida Derby, followed at 9:30 by the Dubai World Cup preview. Before we get into the meat and potatoes of Andy Beyer's career and what the speed figures mean to handicappers, we want to introduce you to Andy himself. Let's start with Andy Beyer, Figuratively Speaking. Andy, what was your first experience with making numbers for horses? You've probably been following races going back to your teen years.
Right. I got interested in racing at an early age, and I, very much wanted to be a successful handicapper and gambler. And I think, like anybody else who discovers racing, you try different things, and I tried different systems and angles, and just trying to find some way to make money at the track. And I started to experiment with speed figures. This was by no means a unique idea, for me, I should say. I mean, back to the era of man of war, there had been handicappers who did some kind of speed handicapping. There had been, in racing magazines of when I was coming around, there were always articles on speed handicapping or various speed charts. So I didn't invent the concept, but when I started trying making figures in a primitive fashion, I started seeing that in many cases that they explain things that were to me otherwise inexplicable, in terms of the results of races, like when a horse stepped up from, say, 5,000 to 10,000 in claiming price. Why could he do it? Well, because he had a good figure going in, and he was really a $10,000 horse. And when I saw that this was probably a real key to understanding the game, then I was convinced this was the right path to follow, and I devoted many a year to try to refine and perfect the figures.
You're a Harvard guy, right?
I am, yes.
So what in the world's a Harvard guy doing winding up at the track?
Well, when I've always had the gambling bug, and when I got to Harvard, I found that Suffolk Downs was just a short subway ride away, and that was my academic undoing. Well, I majored in Suffolk and minored in all-night poker games.